Why, hello, and welcome to another episode of First Chances with Chance. And in today's episode, we're going to be discussing hurricanes because, I'm in Florida. So, you already know that I got hit by, that Florida got hit by the Cat 4 named Hurricane Ian just recently. So, actually, it was last week. Well, this week when I'm filming this, when recording this, but when this goes up, it'll be last week that Hurricane Ian hit. So, let's go ahead and actually bring up an article to inform you guys of what a hurricane is before I get into my stories. So, got some exciting things coming. Next year, of course, but that's neither here nor there, and that is a amazing dough foot for a tester. Sorry. Oh no, I'm on Amazon right now. What? So we're literally shush. What is a hurricane? So let's see. Hurricane definition. A hurricane is a tropical storm with winds that have reached a constant speed of 74 miles per hour or more. The eye of a storm is usually 20 to 30 miles wide and may extend over 400 miles. The dangers of a storm include torrential rains, high winds, and storm surges. So, a hurricane can last for 2 weeks or more over open water and can run a path across the entire length of the eastern seaboard. Good to know. Good to know. Oh my god. Have I had to eat? Or... No, I have until 11:30. Dumbass. Because then I have to wait 30 minutes for the food to be delivered. So either way, discussing stuff about my next video that I'm filming after the podcast. We're gonna be busy today. Very, very busy. Because we gotta edit. We gotta do a lot of stuff like I usually do on Fridays. So depression hit today. I mean yesterday, but this morning. So I listened to some upbeat music and I am in a better mood. Also, weed. So, Emergency information. The 74 to 160 mile per hour winds of a hurricane can extend inland for hundreds of miles. Hurricanes can spawn tornadoes, which add to the destructiveness of the storm. Floods and flash floods generated by torrential rains also cause damage and loss of life. Following a hurricane, inland streams and rivers can flood and trigger landslides. When a hurricane watch is issued, the best response is to protect your property by boarding up windows, bringing in outside items, and being prepared to evacuate the areas as soon as officials so advise. Whatever. Even more dangerous than the high winds of a hurricane is the storm surge, a dome of ocean water that can be 20 feet at its peak and 50 to 100 miles wide. The surge can devastate coastal communities as it sweeps ashore. 9 out of 10 hurricane fatalities are attributable to the storm surge. The primary hazards of a hurricane are storm surge, high winds, debris, tornadoes, and rain or flooding. Conditions which must be present Oh my god. Low pressure system, warm temperatures over the ocean, moist environment, precipitation, tropical wind patterns over the equator. Statistics of storms. Yeah. On average, 100 tropical disturbances develop each year between May and November over the Atlantic Ocean. Half of these begin over Africa near the Cape Verde Islands. Verde. Whatever. About 25 of these disturbances develop into tropical depressions. Out of these 25 tropical depressions, 10 become tropical storms. Out of these 10 storms, only 6 become hurricanes. Of these 6 hurricanes, 2 are likely to strike the coast of the United States. Season. The Atlantic hurricane season begins June 1st and ends November 30th of each year. An early hurricane occurs in the first 3 months of season. Example, June to August, while a late hurricane occurs in the last 3 months of the season, September to November. Historically, the most active time for hurricane development is mid-August through mid-October. The winter hurricane threat is virtually non-existent. Since 1886, only 3 hurricanes have been officially recorded during the month of December and only one during the month of January. Strength and intensity. The strongest hurricane recorded was the Florida Keys storm of 1935. 500 people killed from the Cat 5 storm. The largest storms recorded were the Category 5 Labor Day storm of 1935, which killed 400 in Florida, and Hurricane Camille that hit Louisiana and Mississippi in 1969. Camille caused a 25-foot storm surge, killed 256, and caused flooding all the way to New England. In general, hurricanes lose about half of their intensity in the 12 hours after landfall. In general, hurricanes lose... Oh, I already read that. Hugo, which hit North and South Carolina in 1989, had a 20-foot storm surge and caused damages in the amount of $7 million. Storm surge, the raising of the ocean water along with the storm tide, is the leading killing element during hurricanes. So guys, do not go outside during a hurricane, especially when there's flooding around. Ugh. This tastes so much better when it's with Sprite. But it makes my skin look good. The deadliest hurricane in U.S. history was at Galveston Island, Texas, storm of 1900. Estimated to be a Category 4 storm, the storm claimed more than 6,000 deaths and is noted as the worst natural disaster. It's claimed to be the worst natural disaster in our country's history. Interesting. The storm surge was 16 feet. 18 of the 54 direct deaths attributed to Hurricane Andrew. 18 of the 54 direct deaths attributed to Hurricane Andrew occurred during the recovery phase. Of those identified, 8 more stress-induced heart attacks. 3 were either people falling in damaged buildings or hit by debris while cleaning up, and 2 were children who died in fires and damaged homes. Nationwide, hurricanes annually account for an average of 17 deaths, while flooding deaths average 147 per year. So we're going to go ahead and take a break right now, and we will be right back with some more of the article. So now that I'm back, I'm going to go ahead and read some more of this article before I get into my stuff. So, yeah. Cost. The costliest hurricane recorded was Hurricane Andrew, August 1992. It was also the third strongest storm to hit the United States. It hit both the states of Florida and Louisiana. Estimates of damage are above $25 billion. In less than a 4-week period in 1992, two major hurricanes hit the United States, leaving an unprecedented array of devastation. First, Hurricane Andrew pounded Florida and Louisiana to become the most expensive natural disaster in U.S. history, with damage estimates in the range of $15 billion to $30 billion. Then 3 weeks later, Hurricane Iniki affected 3 Hawaiian islands, resulting in over $1 billion in damage, particularly in Kauai. Kauai. Need some water. My eyes feel dry. In 1996, the cost associated with damages in the United States was over $3.5 billion. This season included Hurricane Bertha and Fran, which both hit the state of North Carolina. In 1992, Hurricane Andrew hit South Dade County, where the population is approximately 350,000 people. If it had hit 20 miles north, it would have hit Miami and affected over 1.6 million people. Characteristics. Hurricane winds in the northern hemisphere circulate in a counterclockwise motion around the hurricane center, or eye, while hurricane winds in the south hemisphere circulate clockwise. Natural phenomena which affect a storm include temperature of the water, the Gulf Stream, and steering wind currents. The naming of storm has a unique history. Early on, storms were named for the location they hit or a particular day they made landfall, i.e. the Labor Day hurricane. In 1950, the first hurricane name was Easy, that hit the coast of Florida. In 1953, the Department of Defense started the name of hurricanes by a numeric naming. Example, Abel, Baker, Charlie, etc. After 3 years, this was abandoned and alphabetical naming of storms using female names was implemented. Well, this last one was a male name. Hurricanes form in the Atlantic Ocean, Gulf of Mexico, Indian Ocean, and Caribbean Sea and Pacific Ocean. The National Weather Service's Tropical Prediction Center, or National Hurricane Center, tracks storms during the hurricane season. Historically, they have tracked up to 76 systems during a season. Most hurricanes travel from Cape Verde, Africa, but only 1 of 10 systems becomes a named tropical storm. Tracking the storm. The NWS uses the following devices to track storms. 1. Photography every 30 minutes from weather satellites 22,000 miles above the equator. 2. Aircraft reconnaissance, which give detailed cross-sectional data from inside the hurricane. And 3. Land-based radar, which can give formation to the storm from 100 to 200 miles off the coast. Aircraft reconnaissance for hurricanes are usually handled by the 53rd Weather Reconnaissance Squadron, which are known commonly as the Hurricane Hunters. Wow, Hurricane Hunters, how you doing? I'm hungry. Mm. 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 Risks. Florida is the most hurricane-prone state in the United States, with the southeast being the most at risk. This state, being a peninsula, has the potential of having hurricanes strike from the Atlantic or the Gulf. Though busy years spark our attention, 1983 had only 4 named storms, yet Hurricane Alicia hit Galveston, Texas, while in 1992 there were only 6 named storms, but Hurricane Andrew hit Florida and Louisiana. Excuse me. The average number of storms is probably overstated, since it does not take in effect the intensity of the storms which exist and make landfall. Really? Really? Evacuation. From Texas to Maine, over 44 million people reside in coastal counties and barrier islands. Weekends and holidays can increase this number from 10 to 100% with tourists. To evacuate people, roads must be in place to handle mass evacuations. The more people who live in coastal areas without new roads, the more difficult it is to evacuate. It takes longer to evacuate today than it did 10 years ago. It takes over 30 hours to safely evacuate the coastal cities of Galveston, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, Key West, Florida, and Ocean City, Maryland. I've been to Ocean City. Been to Ocean City. I've been to Ocean City. So, let's see which hurricane I was in. Hurricanes that hit after 1999. List of timeline of the 1999 Atlantic hurricane season. No. Katrina in 2005. I would have been 6. The 20th costliest U.S. hurricanes. Katrina. Let's see. Which was in 2005. Category 3. Damage $153.8 billion. Sandy in 2012 was a Cat 1. $67.7 billion. Andrew, we already talked about you. Ike, 2008 was a Cat 2. $33.3 billion. So obviously it doesn't matter the category, it could still wreak havoc. Imagine that. So this hasn't been updated for sure. Hurricane Ivan 2004, Cat 3, $26 billion. Hurricane Wilma and Cat 3 2005, 23.4. Okay, no. 9K. Hurricane Charlie in 2004 was a Cat 4, $21 billion. I think that's one that I got evacuated for. I know there was one that got evacuated for. Could have been Katrina. I think it might have been Katrina. Hugo, 1989, was a Cat 4, cost $17.4 billion. Hurricane Irene in 2011 was only a Cat 1 and was caused $14.3 billion in damage. Agnes. Agatha Harkness. Wow. We're going to go ahead and take a break because I obviously need it. But I'll be back to talk about WandaVision because that is a perfect thing. So, yeah, I'm super excited for... What is it? Harkness, House of Chaos to come out, which it was a perfect reading. Agnes was perfect. Harkness. Disney. Agatha Harkness, also, well, Agnes, and, Agatha, Coven of Chaos. Ugh, I am so ready for this to come. Echo spinoff as well. So, wait. What about Echo? Series about Echo. Hawkeye spin-off series about Echo. Oh, what? Echo spin-off ordered at Disney Plus. And a Hawkeye spin-off about Echo. Okay. Wait, Echo was in Hawkeye? Huh. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that was I guess that was the deaf, girl. But let's get back into hurricanes, okay? Let's get back into the list for the hurricane. So it was Agnes in 1972. Makes sense. Betsy in 1965 was a Cat 3, $12.5 billion. Francis, I was here for, 2004, and it was a Cat 2, $12.4 billion. Allison, 2001. It was a tropical storm, caused $11.5 billion in damage. Jeez. Jean, 2005. Well, did I say Camille? I don't know if I said Camille, but it was in 1969. Cat 5, $10.3 billion in damage. Jean, I was here for. 2004. Cat 3, $9.5 billion in damage. Not that much. I mean, that is a lot. I won't be able to pay all of that. Floyd, 1999. Cat 4, $9.4 billion. Jorge, 1998. Cat 5, $8.8 billion. Diane, 1955. Cat 1, $8.2 billion. Fran, 1996. Cat 3, $7.6 billion. So yeah, I guess what we're finding out is that it doesn't matter what category you are. The hurricane can still cause damage. A lot of damage. I know that there are some places that are donating some supplies and stuff to the areas that were hit badly during Hurricane Ian. Hurricane Ian. Uh, but I definitely, I don't know. I won't donate. I'll donate to the places. Just I won't I wouldn't be able to have a way to get the stuff to them. Unlike the companies, I don't drive, so yeah. Hurricane Ian closed school for me. So today's Friday that I'm filming this. Yesterday, even my online class was canceled. Like 2 days. Yesterday was only bad winds. Like what the heck? And it was winds that you could still drive on. I was walking outside. Um, Good for my skin. So there's sodium bicarbonate in there. And that's probably why it's able to do it like that. It's like I drop a tablet into my water and it just turns into like a little um mini, not as strong or powerful bath bomb. It's like a water bomb. Yo! Did I just discover a new product name? Bring me my money. Bring me my money. Um, but yeah, Hurricane Ian evidently engulfed Hurricane Hermine. Like, Hurricane Hermine wasn't there anymore. Hurricane Ian just came blazing over and took over. Um, Kind of funny. Power dynamic of men and women. But they are, I think, still tracking a tropical storm out, like way out. I'm not quite sure where it's going. I know it's not coming to Florida, that's for sure. I think it was going like up past the islands. I'm not quite sure though. But I am ready for this fucking video. Ready for you guys to see this weekend's video. And next week is karaoke. I am so excited. One thing that I was glad for yesterday is the fact that the cover bar, even Wednesday, the cover bar was still open. So, I worked on Wednesday. Wednesday nights are ladies' night. I think that they are donating stuff to one of the other bars, like in the area that was like flooded and everything. Like the bar I heard is still together, just like a lot of winds hit the area. Um, I'll definitely. Their stuff's due Saturday. Shucks, I didn't read what it fully said. I'm sure that they posted something on it. I know that there's a lot, like I said, a lot of places that are doing stuff. So let's see. Island vibes. So yes, there is going to be a hurricane relief. So it says make a difference. Help Fort Myers. You can donate canned goods, meat, beans, etc., dry food, bottled water, and juices, personal care items such as shampoo, soap, toothbrushes, and the like, pet food, garbage bags, plastic utensils, batteries, and even generators. Cash App is, yeah. Um, so this will definitely be like already passed for stuff because it's due October 1st. Um, Caravan Drive at 9 a.m. Saturday, October 1st. We will meet at For your support, we will be offering a free tea or shell. Well, I'd want a tea. Hurricane relief for Fort Myers. Let's help our neighbors with the following supplies: water, first aid kits, non perishable food, flashlights, batteries, pet food, sleeping bags, diapers, baby clothes, baby formula, work gloves, cleaning supplies, toilet paper, shampoo slash body wash, matches or lighters, manual can opener, towels, shoes, children's clothes, coolers, medicine, and tarps. Because Fort Myers was definitely damaged, like flooded, and there was a lot of damage. So they need rebuilding. But let's go ahead and take a break and be right back. So, pretty much, if you guys are ever stuck in a hurricane, just make sure that, I mean, not stuck in a hurricane. If you guys are ever in the path of a hurricane, just make sure that you guys pretty much pack, and it's like gonna be a strong storm, like a cat, like even cat 3 to cat 5 is like when they really, well, 4 to 5 is when they tell you to start evacuating. Pretty much just be safe when it comes to hurricanes, tornadoes, weather in general. I know that I've spun out on a wet road doing the speed limit. Like, my parents don't believe that I was doing the speed limit, but I was doing the speed limit. My car hydroplaned and I spun. So, y'all can shut it. But if you guys would like to leave your stories, or if you guys were impacted by any hurricanes at all, anyone to leave your guys' stories below? I know a couple years ago, Hurricane Irma, we had just gotten hurricane windows. We literally saw our front mango tree like swaying in the ground, like the ground was coming up and lifting. So yeah, our mango tree almost didn't make it. But yeah, if you guys would like to leave your guys' stories, just text leave a voicemail to 561-320-7085. Again, text or leave a voicemail to 561-320-7085. You can also DM First Chances with Chance on Instagram, or if you guys are watching the video portion, comment down below. Again, DM First Chances with Chance on Instagram, or comment down below if you guys are watching the video portion. Bye guys, love you!